Hey, how's it going? Andrew here. Wanted to shoot this quick video for you. Just threw this together relatively quickly here on my iPad, but I think you'll get some great value out of it. As always, that is the goal, to give you value, give you information, things that you're not getting anywhere else. So here we go. Long title, but this is the best I could come up with for you because this is exactly what the video is trying to do. 5 shocking and true facts about Westport Condos and why port credit is the best kept secret in the GTA. Here we go. So, obviously, this video is about Westport Condos. You probably have heard about it by now. The buzz is really building. It's a new condo coming up in the village of Port Credit. And the big draw, of course, that everybody's talking about is the fact that it's right beside the GO train station in Port Credit. So here's some renderings. I'll just get through these fairly quickly. Beautiful building, very nice finishes, amazing amenities. There's the rooftop with the CN Tower views inside a unit. Look at those high-end finishes. Beautiful, very Nobu-esque, if I might say. Check out that lobby. Just everything looks amazing. There's like a common workspace, co-working type space there. Interiors by Ciccone Simone. And there's the building, great aerial shot showing the building there in the center in the Port Credit community. So, where is Port Credit, first of all? Have to start with that because, believe it or not, a lot of people don't know where Port Credit is. How do I know this for sure? Because I was one of those people up until about 5 years ago. You see, 5 years ago, I started looking for a place to call home for me and my family in the GTA. Looked everywhere across the entire GTA, and I discovered Port Credit personally at that time. And I discovered, and ever since, I've been telling people, this is the best kept secret in the GTA. Port Credit is an amazing place to live, and I do live there. It is in Mississauga, and it is right on the shores of Lake Ontario and right beside the Credit River. So it's also strategically located. It's just really easy to get around from here. If you don't live here, if you haven't spent time here, come in and out here, you don't really understand that. But compared to anywhere else in the GTA, the access, first of all, is phenomenal. You hop on the QEW in like 90 seconds and you're downtown in 20 minutes. Try to do that from, any other suburb in the GTA. Good luck. I can get downtown from Port Credit faster than I went when I lived on the Danforth in what many people consider to be the heart of the city itself, like the core of the city. You can get there faster because of the easy access on the QEW if you're driving. And of course, the GO train. If you're taking the GO train, it's only 27 minutes on the GO train as well. And the GO train, as I said, is right at your door. Speaking of the GO train, here's the shot from the GO Transit website. This is the Lakeshore West GO line with all the stops. And you'll notice that Port Credit is a standout amongst every stop along the Lakeshore West. Why? Because it's the only stop in Lakeshore West that is considered to be a transit hub. That is, it has the Hurontario LRT, and which is coming soon, and the GO train. So very interesting. That is the only transit hub on the entire Lakeshore West, all the way up and down. So what does that tell you from an investment standpoint? Obviously, if you can invest in a transit hub anywhere along this corridor, hey, Port Credit is a standout, obviously. So if there's only one, I want to tell you, as I said, five shocking and amazing truths. And there's only one that you take away. Please make sure if you're gonna stop watching the videos, you can stop after this point. Most important thing here is that finally, I've been saying this for years, ever since I moved to Port Credit, there's nothing affordable. It's such an expensive area, but it's such a great area. Everybody comes here, wants to spend time here, but it's hard for people to afford to live here because there's no affordable product. There is no entry level, what I call entry level condominium product. And obviously detached product is, look at this neighborhood here, directly beside. We're talking like a few feet away from where Westport is going in the blue here. Houses in this area, I just did a search. In the last year, the average sale price is $2.3 million in this neighborhood, directly beside Westport. And if you look at, say, forget about houses, let's talk condos. You think, well, there's got to be some affordable condos around here. Shockingly, there is not any affordable condos. The condos in the Port Credit pocket are averaging in the last year, in 2020, are averaging $910,000 is the average sale price. The average rental price is almost $3,000 a month. Okay, so there's no affordable condos to buy, no affordable condos to rent, and certainly no affordable houses. And here we are with Westport, and units are going to be starting in the 400,000s. 400,000s. Okay, so you're talking about half the price of the current average price in the neighborhood. Okay, this is an obvious investment play. Anytime you can get something that is dramatically cheaper than the average in the area, it's a great investment. You're going to do well. So again, here's that aerial shot there, just showing you again. If you're more visual, you want to see from the air, this is the neighborhood here with the blue $2.3 million houses. Just want to show you again how close it is to Westport, and that Port Credit pocket there with $910,000 average condo sale price, and Westport with units starting in the 400,000s. Number two, second shocking but true fact, is that there's going to be an LRT stop right at your door. So everybody knows, and everybody's talking about how this condo is right beside the GO train station, but for some reason nobody's mentioning the fact that you're also right beside an LRT station. So you literally have two high order transit options right at your door, not near your door, around your door. This is like 25 steps kind of thing to both of these options, the Huron Ontario LRT, which should be ready around the same time that Westport itself should be ready, which is great. So again, there's another view there. LRT stop right at your door on Huron Ontario. And of course, the GO train station in green is right at your door as well. Number three, third shocking but true fact, is that what's happening in Mississauga is quite remarkable. And more specifically, on the waterfront, you have two multi-billion-dollar master plan communities coming to the waterfront. Port Credit, as it stands right now, that is the Mississauga waterfront, but the Mississauga waterfront is going to get a dramatic transformation in the form of two multi-billion-dollar redevelopments that are happening. Brightwater to the west of Westport, and Lakeview to the east of Westport. These are massive communities with many condo towers, townhouses. Like, this is not 3, 4, 5 buildings. This is like 10, 15, 20 buildings, thousands of residential units coming into these two communities. And also in Mississauga, you have the recently announced Square One district, which is also a massive multi-billion-dollar plan straight up here, Ontario, and to the north, where you can easily get to from Westport on the new LRT. And number four is something that, again, a lot of people are not talking about, and that is the GO line electrification. So this is proposed. It's not guaranteed to happen, but Metrolinx is certainly behind it. Provincial government is behind it. And the electrification of the GO lines, changing it from the diesel-powered trains to electric trains, bringing it more in line with what you see in Europe, in parts of New York City and areas like that, where you have true rapid transit. They'll be able to increase the frequency and increase the speed and reliability of these trains if they're moving them to electric. So again, what that means is anybody who's purchased or who owns real estate along the GO lines, anything immediately along the GO lines is going to increase in value when that starts to happen, when the construction actually starts to happen. Currently, the proposals are saying that it could be ready as soon as 2025. So that is very important thing to note and be aware of when you're investing in a location like this directly across from a GO train station. Number 5, the fifth thing that a lot of people are not talking about, and most people have no idea that this is happening, and that's that there's a massive marina redevelopment proposal underway for the Port Credit Marina lands itself. So this is really the heart of the Port Credit waterfront geographically, but it's a bit of an eyesore as it stands right now, and that will all change over the next decade as that is redeveloped into really a world-class waterfront, similar to what's been happening, not on a big of a scale, but similar to what's been happening in Toronto, particularly in the east waterfront area of downtown Toronto. And of course, that's just a short 5-minute walk from your door at Westport Condos. So again, there's that aerial view to give you perspective. It's that blue area there. It's a big piece of the pie in Port Credit. If that gets redeveloped with condos and retail and that beautiful new streetscape and a public park at the tip of it, which is what they're talking about, that's going to be a game changer for making Port Credit, which is already great, into just a world-class sort of waterfront community. Add to that Brightwater on the waterfront and Lakeview on the waterfront. Mississauga really is going to become a waterfront city in the next decade, which is exciting to finally see. Okay, there you have it. That is really the video. That's the 5 things I wanted to tell you about Westport Condos. The building is launching now. Don't delay. Call, text, get in touch with me and my team ASAP if you're interested in this project. I do expect it to sell out very quickly for the reasons that I outlined in this video. Get all the details from us, please, and let us know you're interested so we can help you, because, as I said, units are going to go fast, and the people who are best prepared and ready for the sales will be able to get units. There you go. Talk to you soon. Happy investing.